T. Rughubir, and I wasn't well. My children took me to a doctor, and I was gone to a hospital. And from there, I was gone to another hospital. They did a test for me. They said I got a heart problem, and then they wanted to do a bypass for me.
I'm Rughubir, second son to Mrs. T. Rughubir. My mom, last August 2015, was diagnosed with a heart attack. She suffered shortness of breath without realizing that she suffered this setback.
Couldn't walk very far. I should get tired, and I couldn't climb upstairs.
I admitted her to a hospital, and upon visiting the hospital, she was taken to the emergency department, where the doctor at work at that time did a test on her, and he advised us that she needs to be admitted to a hospital that had a heart department. So she was transferred upon recommendation from the cardiologist at the hospital to another hospital where they had the heart department or the heart facility. She was taken in and put into the CCU unit, where she was given 24/7 observation and treatment. After her 12 days treatment at the hospital, the cardiologist performed an angiogram test. Upon performing the test, we were notified to come visit the cardiologist at the facility. He gave us options that after the angiogram was performed, my mom had what he called at her age narrowing of the arteries on the left-hand side of her heart. The doctor or the cardiologist recommended that we either perform a multiple heart bypass or continue with the prescription medication, which is prescribed for 6 months. So he told us to speak with the family and make a decision regarding the bypass. My mom at that time was totally drained from the ordeal. Upon hearing this about these findings, I was very emotionally traumatized. In a sense, when I broke the news to my sister and brother, they equally felt the pain that I was going through. My mom at that time was basically in distress, threatening to breathe, and seeing in hospital, there was a state of despair. We didn't know what to do, and it constantly played in our mind as to what's the outcome going to be. Should she make it or not?
My children came across Mr. Mohanlal's article in the paper.
I personally phoned the officers and got advice as to what the process is to have a mom checked at their facility. We were told to come through with a report from the hospital to show us the findings. Now, the hospital at that time provided the findings, and I went to Dr. Mohanlal with my mom, where he performed a 3D cardiovascular scan. And his report, the same report to the hospital, where the findings were the same. He suggested that my mom undertake the process of the external counterpulsation because he found that my mom would benefit from this process.
I went to Dr. Mohanlal, like there he did a test for me, and then he said, no, I don't have to go for a bypass. He said, I must go for a ECP therapy. And then I went there for a 35 treatment. I felt much better. I can walk a distance, I don't get tired.
She was admitted at his facility for a 35-session treatment, which he started in the latter part of August.
I went there, I couldn't walk very fast. When I started getting my treatment, I did very well. After a few treatments, you can see I could walk better. I wasn't eating well too, I started eating. And after more treatment I felt very much better. And then Mohanlal himself to come and check onto me, my pressure and everything, he controlled it.
Upon the treatment, she found that a shortness of breath which she experienced prior to visiting him had virtually gone away. She was able to function much better without any discomfort. Her eating and her lifestyle improved a lot.
So now I can climb upstairs and all with ease, and I feeling much better after I went to him.
I found that also from the treatment, Dr. Mohanlal also stated that my mom's sugar and her blood pressure and her sugar levels will reduce considerably after treatment. He also advised us to change her medication, also to help her with the conditions she's going through.
And he's a wonderful person himself, Dr. Mohanlal. He treats you very well. He come and check on you all the time when your machine is on you.
ECP, case in ECP is a medical practice that is an alternative to seeking a heart bypass. It's non-invasive, so there's no medical procedure taking place. Dr. Mohanlal himself is a gentleman that looks in the best interest of the patients. He advised me that should my mom's treatment not be successful, he will advise me to perform the medical heart bypass.
The staff from there is very nice. He himself is very nice. His staff are wonderful, and they got a dining room there. You can sit there, you can have your sandwiches, tea, whatever you take and go, you can have there.
Also, being at the facility, I've realized that the staff at the ECP were very friendly and knowledgeable about the functionality of the heart. ECP gave us hope. You know what? My mom should seek this treatment for a better life, and so far it's working well with her.
And the test was done very well, and I do recommend other people also to go and have the treatment done there, because I felt very much better when I went there. So I advise other people to go and have the treatment done there too.
ECP is the way, and it's a treatment that's better than going through a medical bypass.